Hey guys, Coach Papa here. Um, Many of you have heard my my latest poem, um, but I'm going to just build on a little bit as I talk about coaching and what I do and where this poem came from. So as I work my way through it, and then I'll recite it in full at the end if you want to stick around. I'd like you to just think about some of these things and think, is there an area of your life that could use a little bit of improvement? Because I know the reason I wrote it is there a lot of areas of my life that could definitely use maybe not a little, but a lot of improvement. When I become a better me, when I wake with purpose, clear and true, how many of us really know our purpose? Have we thought about it? Is it just to get up and make sure we clock in on time? Is it about getting a warm cup of coffee or a cold drink to boost my energy? Do you have an alarm clock or an opportunity clock? When the thing goes off, are you alarmed? Oh my God, I got to get up. Or do you realize you have an opportunity to change the world? As Zig Ziglar calls it, when that opportunity clock goes off, get up and go. When fear no longer holds my hand and I have the strength to take a stand. A lot of times the things that hold us back are fears we don't even recognize as fears. But have you taken the time to face them, to really recognize, why do I procrastinate? Why do I not do the things I know I should do? Is there a fear in here? Is there something that's holding me back? Um, as Coach Pop, I help a lot of people over those fears, but I had to get over a lot of mine first. When kindness flows from heart to speech and patience guides the truth I teach. Kindness, do we speak with kindness? Maybe to people we don't know very well, but how about to those that we do know very well? Our children, our parents, our spouse, our employees. Do we focus on kindness when we speak? Have we learned to take that breath before we say that thing that may put me in the doghouse? I know I struggle with that one sometimes. I'm really good with people I don't know, people who I really don't care about. Not that I don't care, but I mean, I just don't have any influence on their life and they don't have any influence on mine. I treat them special all the time, but how do I treat the people closest to me? With kindness and patience. When I can listen and really hear, you know, we as human beings, we try to fix things. A lot of times we stop listening when we hear a symptom because we want to fix that symptom. But most times, the first thing somebody talks about, if they're sharing with you some issues, is a symptom and it's not the problem. Take the time to listen and really hear what they're saying. I know with my grandchildren, sometimes I'm not as effective at that as I am with my clients. And it's not an area I know I need to improve on. When mistakes are lessons and not my chains, sometimes we get so bogged down when we make a mistake, it holds us down. It keeps us from, becoming the best version of ourselves. But when we understand mistakes are just teachers, they're just things, they don't define us unless we keep making the same mistake over and over and over again. But when we make a mistake, take the time to stop and figure out, why did I do that? Where did that come from? How can I avoid doing that in the future? When mistakes are lessons and not my chains, they don't hold me down, they actually propel me forward. When I forgive and let anger go, this is a big one. Forgiveness is never about the person who's hurt you. They probably forgot already whatever it was they did that hurt you, and you're carrying this anger, you're carrying this burden. You're you're not talking to them, whatever the deal is, because of what they did. But you're the one who's being hurt. Forgiveness is not about setting them free. Forgiveness is about setting you free. If you've got someone like that in your life, take the time to forgive them. You can let them know if you have that type of relationship, or just say it. I forgive them. I let them go, and I'm going to move on and move forward with my life. When I embrace both loss and gain, we've all gone through losses in life. We've all gone through successes in life. When I embrace both loss and gain, and find the joy inside the rain. I grew up in Nebraska on a farm, and when it rained, we were blessed. We didn't have to irrigate for a day or two. And if we got enough rain, which was a cumulative 3 inches over the summer, we'd take a 3-day vacation. One time it was Estes Park, one time it was to my aunt's place in Denver. That was it. 2 vacations my entire childhood when we got enough rain. So I find joy in the rain, and there is joy in the rain, right? The smell. If it's early in the spring, the earthworms coming out. There's so much joy out there, but a lot of times we get focused on the gray, the cloudy, the lightning, and we forget to see the joy. When I embrace both loss and gain and find the joy inside the rain. When I stand tall in who I am, yet humbly serve my fellow man. I've done a lot of great things, and I'm proud of the things that I've done. I've written books. I've spoken very large stages in front of big audiences. I've done some very, very cool things. I've been a company commander. I've been a senior drill instructor. I've done a lot of really cool things. But I also strive to serve the people around me. When I stand tall in who I am, yet humbly serve my fellow man, humbly. That means be willing to take out the garbage, be willing to pick up the trash, be willing to wash the dishes, whatever it is, be willing to serve. When I choose courage over pride and lift another to my side, when I choose courage over pride, pride says, I'm the king of the hill. Courage says, hey, come on up here with me. Come on up here and help me get through this. Help us get through this. You have answers I don't have. Come on, let's solve this together. When I choose courage over pride and lift another to my side, when I become a better me, then we become a better we. If I want the group I'm in to be better, then I have to focus on me. Maybe I have to quit swearing so much. Maybe I have to quit drinking so much. And I say I, and I mean you or us. There are things we have to do that are going to help the people we hang out with be a lot better, but it all starts with me. If we become better, then our neighborhood becomes better. If our neighborhood becomes better, our city becomes better. Our city becomes better, our state becomes better. Our state becomes better, our country becomes better. Our country becomes better. This world becomes a better place to live in, but it all begins with me, and it all begins with you. When I wake with purpose, clear and true, and greet the dawn with a brighter view, when fear no longer holds my hand and I have the strength to take a stand, when kindness flows from heart to speech and patience guides the truth I teach, when I can listen and really hear and offer love instead of fear, when mistakes are lessons and not my chains, and growth is worth the growing pains, when I forgive and let anger go and let my inner wisdom show, when I embrace both loss and gain and find the joy inside the rain, when I stand tall in who I am, yet humbly serve my fellow man, when I choose courage over pride and lift another to my side, when I become a better me, then we become a better we. And as Coach Papa in my practice, what I do is I help people become a little bit better versions of themselves. I help you become a better you as I become a better me, and we do it together. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. My name is Coach Papa, and I do approve this message. God bless. Travel safe. Make this your best day yet. Now, get off the bench and get back in the game.